There's a religious freedom bill that's making its way through the Indiana General Assembly. It's creating some conflict.
News 18's Samantha Tiki joins us with more on how the bill is considered a protection of religion for some and a right to discriminate by others. Samantha.
Jeff and Gina, the Indiana Senate approved the Religious Freedom Restoration Act in late February. And as it heads to the House for consideration, some are protesting it, saying it gives businesses the right to discriminate against same-sex couples. While some say the Religious Freedom Restoration Act gives business owners a right to discriminate against same-sex couples.
How are you going to determine who is gay, who is straight? How do you know that you agree with their religious beliefs? How do you know? You're profiling people.
Those who support the bill say it gives additional protection to religious freedom.
It just says we actually do want to say religious freedom is important enough that we're going to answer that question whenever we make a future law that might conflict with it.
The Religious Freedom Restoration Act, or RFRA, would allow businesses to refuse service based on their religious beliefs. But former Pride Lafayette President Ashley Smith says the bill would allow businesses to refuse services for same-sex weddings.
It's going to create neighbors against neighbors because there's not really any reason for it. What is the purpose for having this bill?
Lafayette Community Church lead pastor Jeff Michaels says the bill has a clear purpose and says it's not meant to discriminate.
All it says is that when the government makes a law, they need to ask the question, does this infringe on someone's religious rights, and is it worth it?
Critics say it's backlash from the legalization of gay marriage in Indiana.
It's a target towards the LGBT population to say, just because it's legal doesn't mean we accept you.
But Michaels says while it may allow someone to refuse service, it may not protect business owners from the legal consequences of discrimination.
It's more about the legislature and the court system than it is about us. We don't have any additional rights under this bill. No one under this bill can be protected from discriminating against someone. It's just simply not there.
But Smith says if it becomes law, businesses who turn away someone based on a religious belief may have to deal with the consequences.
You're going to have backlash on either side, and you're going to have people who are willing to protest and who are willing to sit down in the streets and do whatever it takes to make sure everybody feels as though they're treated equal.
Amendments to the bill to limit potential discrimination were proposed but were defeated in the House. One of those would have required businesses to advertise who they would or wouldn't sell their services to. The House is expected to vote on the bill in the next couple of weeks. Samantha Tiki, News 18.